Stuff back on Spotify. Our next guest is Mitch from Moon Fever. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. Okay, so the single is Forever Asleep. You guys are from Seattle. Do you like grunge rock at all, or is that just like
I
not?
mean, yeah, we grew up on it. How can you
Yeah,
not? You know what I mean? But yeah, of course.
yeah. Okay, and you guys, did you just off tour or you're headed on tour with Drowning Pool?
Just got off and then going back on the Drowning Pool. We have like 3 weeks off.
Have any bodies hit the floor?
They're going to. Many bodies are gonna hit many floors.
Okay. Okay. I like this. Are you guys getting along? Are you buddies? Did you get on this tour? Do you have the same management team? How did that come together?
Well, I don't know if we have the same agent. We might, but I mean, the last we went out with them last summer, and me and CJ like totally hit it. That guitar player CJ is awesome. I absolutely love that man. Love them.
Nice.
Yeah, those dudes are super cool, super nice, great musicians.
Yeah. Have you guys been Eiffel Towering any fans together?
Maybe I'm not gonna totally disclose that.
Yeah. You can't confirm or deny.
I can't confirm
that
or
information.
deny that any of that's happened. Yes.
We're all virgins going on tour and drinking water and going to bed. So it's fine.
We're good boys and girls.
Yeah. No, I vibe. Same here.
Yeah.
So tell me, Newt, like, how did the band start? How did you guys all meet each other and jump off?
So I was actually in a different group, and I toured up to Seattle like a few summers ago, like 2 summers ago maybe. And I was like, man, I love it here. And I'm like, I'm just going to move here and I'm going to figure it out, So I moved up here. I got a studio above El Corazon, just like the infamous club, like all the grunge bands that went through it back when it was Underpass. And moved in there, and then I just started looking for people in Seattle. Found Dave and Troy through a mutual friend. We hit it off, and I was like, cool, like let's find a singer. Held some auditions. Tristan came in through another mutual friend, this guy Will Andrews, and he came in at like 5 seconds of the audition. I'm like, that's the guy, let's go. 2 weeks later, we're recording the first EP in the studio.
That's bomb.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like the story. I did see, though, on your Instagram, you guys had a van breakdown. Is that up and working again? What happened there?
Working, yeah. We broke down in like outside of Pittsburgh. I mean, the thing breaks down like twice a year probably.
Is it a Mercedes van? Is it?
Yeah, but I mean, we put a lot of miles on it, like a lot of miles.
That's fancy though.
It's nice, but I will tell you, we probably put 60,000 miles on it in the past couple of years. But yeah, we like broke down, and then I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try to drive it and do some laundry because all my clothes are disgusting, and I couldn't even like hardly get it up hills driving it, like flooring it. And I was like, oh my god, we're so screwed. So we ended up getting it fixed, and then we played Naked and Afraid in the hotel room.
I like that show. That's great. I would go on that. Even as much as I'm like, that's insane, I would go on that.
Yeah, I would in a second go on that show.
Yeah, I think that'd be funny. Even though it's like, I'm okay with being naked. What I'm concerned about is sitting down on an anthill or like bug bites around my nether regions. That would hurt. That would not be fun.
Yeah, I hear you.
So most bands have like the free candy. Most bands have the free candy vans. How did you guys get a Mercedes?
I actually bought it. I had some money saved up, and I bought it during COVID because this dude I knew really needed the money for his business, and I'm like, hey, I really need a van to start touring. Let's work it out, my bro. So yeah.
What is your guys' dream festival to get on in the future?
I mean, we basically did 2 of our dream festivals already. We did Rockville and Sonic Temple, which is like incredible. I love to do like Download would be amazing to go over like to England and do that would be really cool. But I mean, honestly, like if I can just keep doing Wimmer festivals for the rest of my life, I'm pretty happy,
Yeah. Would you guys ever want to do one of those rock cruises, like a cruise festival?
Yeah, I mean, we would. We did Shiprocked like 2 years ago, And yeah, it was cool. We do it again for sure. You know, we all got like very sick on it, but like, you know,
Like
hey,
seasick or like alcohol sick?
I mean, I'll be real with you, probably both. But like
Yeah.
after our first show, our singer Tristan, like he did his set. And I'm like, where'd Tristan go? He like ran outside, like threw up off the ship.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, you know, we're not, you know, I think it's like my Slovak bloodline, maybe that's like afraid of the ocean. But I mean, I'll still do it, you know, whatever.
Yeah. It's weird. I went on a lot of cruises when I was younger and I flew a lot. And then something happened in my early 30s where I guess reality, or they say your frontal lobe, fully develops. I all of a sudden got a little bit fearful on a cruise ship. And when the flight takes off, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've done this a million times. And all of a sudden I'm getting anxiety on this shit where I'm like, I better get drunk while the plane takes off or just while the cruise ship goes out. And now I'm like, oh, I'm trapped. I'm in the middle of the ocean,
Yeah.
and I don't want to watch Titanic.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know?
I think it's aging. I think
It
it's just all of a
might
sudden we're like, shit could get bad. This is weird.
be. Yeah.
So who named it moon fever and what does moon fever mean?
I did when I was when I started this kind of group. I've gone through a bunch of different members to kind of solidify what the band is, but it was when I was in LA. And like me and my friends would be like, oh, we gotta like work and like not be hungover and like fucked up tomorrow. So we would be like, oh, but we got that moon fever calling us. Like, you know, the demons are calling us out tonight. So we gotta go out and do the thing. So it kind of stemmed from that as kind of like a hard joke, you know. But you know,
I've
the end of
never
the day,
heard of that before. The
well,
moon fever and it's calling you out to be bad. I'm just like when I was young in LA, I'm an alcoholic. I need to go to the Rainbow every night and drink and party. And now I can't hang like that. Like
I'll be real with you. I can't either. But
yeah.
also in my 20s in LA, I did all the time as well.
Yeah, and now I had like 2 shots of Jameson last night at like a house party, and I'm hurting a little bit today, and like a glass of wine. I suck. Thank
Yeah,
God for coffee.
yeah, it's okay.
So, when did you start playing music? What age did you start?
Um, I started probably when I was like 13. My dad got me a guitar when I was like, it was like this really shitty like $90 J Terser, like made of plastic basically guitar. And it's good that I had that because I think my dad was like, his kids gotta stay out of trouble, you know? And haha, now I'm in rock and roll. But yeah, no, and like yeah, I started then, but like I mean I started really getting like I was always like teenage bands that sucked and like cover bands, like playing in like the cafeteria in high school and shit and like doing stupid little local shows. And then like in my 20s when I moved out to LA is like kind of when I started actually doing music for realsies, you know.
Yeah, I wonder. I bet we were in LA around the same time. I got
Yeah.
there in 2008.
2000, yeah, straight up were. Yeah, I moved there when I was 2008, 2009, something like that. Yeah.
Weird. I bet we bumped past, but I was so drunk I wouldn't remember. Probably
Hey,
met.
hey, guess what? Me too. So whatever, it's okay. You know,
We could have like taken a shot together and been friends, and I'm like, I
we
don't know.
probably could have, but hey, guess what? We made it out. Look at us now. You know.
You know what I wish I had access to so bad is my MySpace page.
Oh, that would be incredible.
Can you get into yours? Can anybody? Because I can't remember my password. I can't get
I have
into it.
no idea. I don't even know if I still have mine, but I am going to look that up now because I bet you there's a
So
bunch.
mine's still there, but I can't get into it. I don't know the password. And then for some reason, the recovery email, I don't know what that is. And I want to get into it because I think there's so many fun messages and pictures and all these things from that LA crazy time of like,
Oh my God, I'd love to see that. Yeah, I have to look into that. That might be a fun little project of mine this weekend to try to recover my old MySpace page.
I think we need to bring it back. I loved the little HTML code. I thought I was like this cool hacker that I could like copy and paste HTML and put an emo song and be like, I'm so depressed. My life is so hard because I had to pay rent and stuff. And like, I loved MySpace days.
Oh, these were awesome. Hell yeah. That was very fun. You put all those cool, like make the text all cool and stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
I remember this.
So, have you ever met someone in a band and you were a little starstruck or you were really excited to meet them?
Yeah, well, definitely like when I was living in LA, actually, I was out with Jesse Hughes, raging at his house, after a show we did together. And Josh came over from Queens, and I was like, whoa, I am definitely intimidated by this man right now. I mean, dude's super tall. And yeah, he's super cool. But like, I was like, holy shit. I was like, what are my idols? Cool. LA stuff, you know?
Yeah. Did you go up and say, like, I appreciate your music, or I know who you are? Or did you play it cool and kind of ignore it?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to him for a little bit, and I was like, hey, you know, just so you know, dude, your music basically is why I do music. You know, I was like, oh, cool. You know, he was a nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I only like Manson's the only time where I went to interview, and I'd interviewed so many people in radio and no big deal, but I literally didn't mean to. And I was just like, you're hot, like right away, like a super creep. And he was like, you're not so bad yourself. And I took that as like the coolest, best compliment I've ever had. And then he wanted nothing to do with me after the interview, but I totally shoot my shot.
Yeah.
And I got a half-ass compliment back, but I was so nervous. He's tall too. I just feel like tall rock stars in general are like, oh, you're a god. Like, I'm intimidated.
For sure.
I'm not worthy. I'm like Wayne's World. I'm not worthy. You know, and they walk up, and then I get
Mhm.
weird.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, thanks so much, Mitch, for stopping by of Moon Fever. We will tag you guys in the band and everything, and you guys are going back out on tour with Drowning Pool. You guys got to head to Sacramento so I can come check you out.
Yeah, we'd love to. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, have a good one, and thanks for stopping by Steph's Rock Show.
Cool. Thanks, Steph. Bye.
Bye.